What's up guys, and I'm here bringing you, so it's not really news, you can find the news anywhere, my thoughts on what have just been revealed as the new Nintendo 3DS models. They are called the new Nintendo 3DS and the new Nintendo 3DS LL. They were revealed on the Japanese Nintendo Direct. It wasn't a global Nintendo Direct, it was Japanese only, so bear that in mind. So obviously we don't, not everything's revealed completely yet, I guess. But, yeah, new 3DS models, guys. As you can see on screen now, they have... So what am I doing? They have, obviously, it's not amazing changes, okay? They're not amazingly different or anything like that. Basically, the biggest change you can see, first off, is, especially on the normal 3DS, is the A, B, X, Y buttons are coloured, much like they were on the SNES, on the SNES, which is pretty cool, to be honest. I quite like that. They look nice and nude. And also, you can see there is a new C-Stick analog pad. In the Nintendo Direct, when they were talking about it, they actually showed the C-Stick from the GameCube, sort of as an example. So you can see this new control pad on the 3DS, on the new 3DS, obviously, which is basically a small joystick that you can push left, right, up, and down to just sort of move. It's not going to be like a big joystick like the one on the left. It's going to be sort of a little one you just move slightly, so it's not going to be amazingly huge. On the 3DS LL, concerning the ABXY buttons, they're not coloured, but they are the letters are coloured themselves. The other additions to the model are that they actually have more shoulder buttons. So they have, instead of just having the L button and the R button, there are now two of them. I can't remember the names of them because obviously this pretty much just dropped in the last few minutes. So I'm not quite sure exactly what the names are. There is like an LX button, I think, comes to mind. I'm not quite sure. I just finished watching the Direct, so there's a lot of information coming at me. But basically, two shoulder buttons, guys. So this could, well, I tweeted out about when the new 3DS came out, and Game Boy Luke sort of pointed out to me that it was most likely for Pokemon Super Smash Brothers. Not Pokemon Super Smash Brothers. What? You can tell I'm a Pokemon channel. Super Smash Brothers 3DS, which is coming out in October. Obviously, the current 3DS models can't really handle the button mashing, sort of. So they've probably bulked up these models slightly to deal with that a bit more. Plus, also added some extra like LNR and stuff like that. Maybe allow you to access extra combos or something like that. And obviously the little joystick. Obviously, Smash is still going to be able to play it on a normal 3DS, but obviously it could be possible to play it on the new ones and have sort of extra options or something like that. Just a few different things. Anyway, so there is also a wider viewing angle. Now, you guys know with the basic 3DS, the fact that if you have the 3D on, once you turn it sort of the 3DS to like far enough away from you, you can't see the 3D or the image gets blurred. They've actually increased the viewing angle, so you can hold your 3DS up and then you can turn it to the left or turn it to the right, and it's a wider area in which it won't get blurred, and you actually be able to still have the 3D effect, which is really cool, because that was one of the problems with the 3DS when it first came out. The fact that you couldn't exactly, you had to hold it like straight on, you couldn't like put it to the left or put it to the right sort of thing, it had to be straight on, so it was really hard to show people and stuff like that. So it's really good they fixed that as well. One thing, also, they've obviously changed stuff on the outside of the model. We talked about the shoulder button, the shoulder buttons, the new control stick. There's obviously changes to the power buttons too. There are slight changes there. With the 3DS LL, you can see the power button is now right in the center of the screen, and the home button seems to be gone. So who knows? Well, obviously in the basic 3DS model, there was a home button. I'm just looking at my own one now. Start, select, home at the bottom. Obviously with the 3DS LL, they've moved the start and select to the right hand side. The power is still there in the middle. The home button, the home, start, and select. The home button is probably, actually the home button could be in the center. Yeah, okay, I can't quite be. The images are small here, guys. Yeah, I'm working on small images right now. But you guys get what I mean there. Let me see, past hour. I'm just looking at the news now, just looking at different websites, getting some nice clear images. Looking at the, I think the power button from what I saw on the 3DS Direct. Let me just quickly do this and go in and see if I can find the Direct. No, it's okay, I can't watch the Direct back anyway. So yeah, they obviously have moved the power button around somewhere, so it's not too bad. Other things that are changing in terms of internal stuff is there is now a micro USB card slot as well as the SD card. SD card slot has also moved as well. There's now a micro USB card slot, or micro SD card rather, not micro USB I don't think. And NFC reading technology is built in, which is the Amiibo stuff that they announced the other E3 I think it was. So the Amiibo stuff is obviously going to be able to be used with these new 3DSs. So it's not just a Wii thing. So obviously Japan is going to see the designs first, and they're going to be released in Japan on October 11th, 2014, which is probably a Friday. Let me just quickly check that. October 11th is Saturday, Friday, one of those. The new 3DS is going to be 16,000 yen. So let me just quickly check that on my converter. So 16,000 yen for a normal 3DS, which comes out to be 16,000 to US dollars. Comes out to be $150-ish, $153, and in terms of pounds for myself, that comes out as £92. So it will probably go up slightly in the UK, so probably £100 in the UK, maybe $160 for the US, something like that, because they usually do go up slightly. So, but I'm fine paying £100 for a new 3DS. Obviously, if I was going to get one of these, though, I would pay for a larger one, because obviously I'd be using it, because obviously it wouldn't have a capture card in, so I'd be using it for my own playing ability, I guess. So I'd be buying the 3DS LL, or 3DS XL as it would be called when it comes out over here. And that's 18,800 yen. So that comes out to be, let me see, 18,800 going to US dollars. That comes out to be just over $170, so maybe the $170, $180 sort of thing. Well, that's just 18,000. 18,800 is $180 rather. So $180, $190 for that, and in terms of pounds for the Great British, £108 to £110, £120 for that. So I'm fine paying £120 for a new thing there. But one other thing that's really, really cool about these new 3DSs is they're going to have, wait for it. It's, well, obviously a future 3DS firmware update, which has also just been announced for the normal 3DS as well, is going to allow you to customize your backgrounds for the home screen. But the other thing is, wait a second, guys, wait. There are now detachable backs and front, or backs to the 3DS models. So I'll try and get some pictures of this. Obviously, I don't know if I will necessarily have any for you, but they are having detachable backs to them, so you can change the back of your 3DS whenever you want. You can buy a Mario back, and if you don't like that at some point, you can change it out for a Zelda back. It's not like buying some, I can't remember what they're called, some stickers, or I don't know what it's called, decals. That's the one, decals. It's not like you buy decals and you put them on the 3DS and then they're stuck there, and if you want to pull them off, they come off badly, something like that. You can detach the backs very easily. Very, very easily. So, you know, you can buy a Mario one day, and then 2 weeks later you can buy a Zelda one and switch them out whenever you want. If you're playing Zelda and you want Zelda on it, you can do that. Obviously, you know, it's not so about what you're playing. It's not going to make any difference on the game, but it's what people want to see. So it would be, I really like that idea, actually. I really like that idea. I'm not going to complain at all. Obviously, we don't know anything about international release so far. We've not been told anything. But we can assume if they're good, they come out. In terms of size, I'm pretty sure at least the new 3DS is slightly wider, slightly bigger in general, so it's slightly taller, slightly wider, and it's slightly thicker than the original 3DS. I think the 3DS LL though is slightly smaller than the XL. I can't quite be sure on that though, but the sizes have changed slightly, so that's pretty good. But overall, yeah, that's pretty much it for you know, the new 3DSs. How is this going to affect game-wise? Well, obviously, as I said about Super Smash already, Luke said that's going to help and not do as many sort of what you call it, getting worn out and stuff. But thinking about Pokemon games, okay, guys, Pokemon games in particular, what could this extra joystick be used for? This extra joystick could be used for if in future we had a Pokemon game, say at 7th generation on the 3DS, or the new 3DS rather. Say it builds on X and Y, and instead of just having the camera follow you around, you can control the camera yourself. Let's say that. And then that little joystick could be used to control the camera. Obviously, it's only small, so the camera could, you know, it would move if you, obviously it's not going to, you know, walk you into a wall or whatever. The camera is not going to get you stuck in a wall. The camera would move if it needs to, but the joystick could be used to customize your camera view. Obviously, it's only small sort of thing, and would only have to be used sometimes. It wouldn't be like another joystick that would be used all the time. But it would make a lot of sense. Obviously, you control your character with the left joystick, and then you can control the camera with the right joystick. And obviously, then because you don't need, like, you wouldn't need to use, if you're running around, you don't need to use any of the buttons. Then or you don't need to use any buttons in general. You'd have to use A, B, X, Y. You have to do anything like that. So the camera, you'd have a free thumb to use on the camera, guys. But that's just my thoughts on in terms of Pokemon. Obviously, of course, to be used in battle just as a little thing to control the camera view in battle. You know, obviously in X and Y, and obviously in Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, we have new camera views. They move around and such, but you don't get to control it yourself. So maybe that little joystick could allow you to do that. Who knows? But guys, I think this is where I'm going to end off the episode, the video. That's pretty much what I have to say about the new 3DSs. And let me know what you think about these new 3DS models down below in the comment section. Do you think they're going to be cool? Are you going to get one possibly if you've already got a 3DS? Have you not got a 3DS and you might get these instead? And do you think they're going to have any particular impact on games, obviously in particular Pokemon, because this is a Pokemon channel? But just let me know what you think of them down in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I guess I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.